How we doing, Reef Keepers? Just wanted to make a quick video on how I dose Kalkwasser to my 110-gallon Reef system, because I feel like dosing Kalkwasser is intimidating to a lot of Reef Keepers and or just feels too complicated. And it's neither of those things, but I think it's made to feel that way by a lot of people in the hobby who try to get way too fancy with it. So the way that I do this is very simple and very direct and very cost effective because I don't have a lot of money, and I'll take you through it. So I use BRS standard Kalkwasser, which I found to be absolutely fine, cheap and easy. I have a $40 magnetic stir down here, this white part that I bought on Amazon. I've got a $50 Aquamax DC2 container, and then that little black dot is the magnet to the optical eye of a little $60 Chinese ATO. And you can see the water tube from that ATO running in the top through a hole I drilled in the lid. I've got an Ecotech Versa continuous dosing pump attached to this. You do not need a dosing pump that is that expensive at all. As long as it's capable of continuous dosing, you're going to be good. So essentially, every Saturday with all my other general tank maintenance, I dump out this whole container, take a hose and rinse out the leftover Kalk powder in the bottom, and then I refill it with RODI water, and I put a 1/4 cup scoop of BRS Kalkwasser powder into it. I have the optical ATO along with the magnetic stir plate attached to the same smart outlet that I've scheduled to run for 1 minute every 3 hours, and that simultaneously spins the little magnetic pill in the bottom of the container, mixing more Kalkwasser into the water column, and then refills the container with that little Chinese ATO that I have attached to it. And it just continuously doses all day, and my pH has improved from like 7.9 low to 8.1 high to like an 8.3 low and an almost 8.5 high. So the pH benefits of Kalkwasser are undeniable, but even better news for my wallet is the how little alkalinity and calcium supplements I need to dose to my tank now. I'm probably down to dosing of dedicated alkalinity and calcium only like 5 to 10 milliliters per day, and the Kalkwasser takes care of the rest of my alkalinity and calcium requirement for the entire tank, which is packed with SPS, LPS, softies, and everything else that we love in this hobby. So basically, I can't sing the praises of Kalkwasser enough. It really is this cheap and simple to achieve those kinds of results. And I'll say, just figure out how much your tank evaporates in the course of a day, and don't get too overcomplicated with it. You don't need to set up some kind of thing where your ATO pumps into a container and then that container overflows into your sump, which all these, high-level reefers do. I basically figured out how much my tank evaporated and then just set the amount that dosing pump continuously doses into the tank in the course of a day just below that evaporative amount. So basically, I dose 2,200 milliliters a day. My tank evaporates 2,300 milliliters. So my ATO to my main tank almost never kicks on because it's all taken care of by Kalkwasser dosing, with the exception of like a couple hundred milliliters at most. So yeah, this is the way to go if you want a Kalk reactor, but you can't afford all the bells, whistles, a $450 Kalkwasser reactor from, some fancy company. This is truly all you need, and it truly is that easy. It is not an over complex thing to achieve success with Kalkwasser. Thanks.